Hello everyone, my name is Masterstarman and welcome back for more Donkey Kong 64. Last time we got here and started up in Fungi Forest, did a minecart mission, and it's actually harder for me to remember what my commentary was because the last video was recorded over 3 years ago. Yeah, I'm doing post-commentary for this episode of DK64, and kind of for the same reason as you're seeing some other videos on my channel lately. For some reason there was an exporting problem, and I don't have access to the original commentary. This is the original raw video file, but I don't have access to the original commentary, so at least not after the part that it cuts off at. So yeah, I'm kind of playing it by ear for the next half hour or so. I think it's more closer to the... well, yeah, it's about a half hour for this video. And I'm not totally sure how much of it was edited out originally. But anyways, the mushroom is an interesting place because it starts off with needing to use every single Kong to hit these switches here. And yeah, so I believe hitting all these switches here activates doors or other switches throughout the rest of the Fungus area. This place is massive. There's, like, it's really, really big. There's a lot to it that will take quite a bit of time to go through. But it's actually one of my favorite parts of Fungi Forest for that reason, because I don't know what about it is, but I just find there's just something to this area. Okay, that activates a cannon, and I think, does it activate a golden banana at the top, or... well, it makes getting to the top a lot easier, if I remember right. Banana. Getting to hear some more of that on the channel for one more time, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot of what I can say about this because DK64, last time I would have played this game was... I was actually, it's kind of coincidentally that I'm recording this right after I recorded the Redux of Iron Gate and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which was a video that had similar issues. That was recorded right before I went into high school, or the Let's Play was right around the time I went into high school, and these DK64 videos were coincidentally right around the time I graduated high school. So, yeah, it's just kind of a coincidental thing. I don't think there's a whole lot of other videos on my channel that have had... at least not to my knowledge, that have had, like, really bad, like, problems like this, and I also don't have access to some of the original files. Which is weird, because I could have sworn I re-edited and re-uploaded the the Iron Gate video, but I guess I never re-uploaded it. So, I don't know what happened with that one, but anyways, yeah, you just gotta meander a little bit through the mushroom here. I don't know if I've talked about it a whole lot, but DK64 was actually one of my more personal favorite Let's Plays to do, because there's actually something over that way for Chunky, I think, but yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this Let's Play, and it might have been... at the time I did this was like the first platformer game I did in like 2 years, and platformers were kind of the way the way my channel was known for back then. Nowadays, I've done a little bit more branching out. Like, I mean, if I wanted to do... I don't know, like, when I did, for example, South Park The Stick of Truth, for example, I was a little bit more... I felt a little bit more ready to do that than I did something like... I don't know, what's a good example of comparing it to? Probably, like... Drawn to Life SpongeBob Edition, or Adventure Time Hey Ice King Why'd You Steal Our Garbage, or some other random game I've done. But anyway, enough of that. Heading outside the mushroom, there's still a lot of stuff out here. I believe this... yeah. Oh well, here's a Barrel Blast segment, which we all know how fun these are. Yeah. Let's see how many of these attempts are shown on screen, because I really don't remember. Well, I messed up the very first one, so that's kind of an indication of why I don't like these a whole lot. But yeah, I guess the one big difference with, between this and the Sonic Adventure 2 videos is that I don't think I'll be keeping the original version of this up on YouTube. The original Sonic Adventure 2 video I'm keeping up and uploading. The new one is episode 81 of that, so this is gonna be its own, basically replacing the original part. I don't even remember what part this was, honestly. Part 23. And I messed that up again. I really don't like the Barrel Blast segments that much in this game. They're not as bad as I might make them out to be sometimes, but they're not exactly what I would say a big fan favorite of mine either, and this is one of the more confusing ones. I think Crystal Cave still probably has probably the hardest of them, or at least maybe the most confusing anyway. I think that... oh, I missed that one too. Okay, so I guess this one does take me a little bit of time. I think that the... what am I even trying to say here? I don't remember. It's been so long since I've kind of done this Let's Play. So, it's kind of... I remember a lot of things from it. I mean... no, sometimes I get a little nostalgic and I'll go back and rewatch some of my old Let's Plays. I know some people either don't have time to do that or don't go back and rewatch. I almost said re-listen, but no, I don't think... there's some people who probably don't go back and rewatch a lot of their older works, but sometimes I get a little nostalgic, and this was one of my more favorite projects to do, so... Again, I just kind of felt like it was a return to form. It was my... It was honestly, had this Let's Play not happened, I don't know if I would have kept Let's Playing too much longer after this point, or like after 2014 or so. And wow, I am sucking at this. I shouldn't be talking this way here, actually, in this format, I realize, in case someone's watching the sequential order and getting really confused when I'm talking about the whole thing. Yeah, this Let's Play, at the time I'm recording this, was finished almost 3 years ago. So, yeah, but I think it's kind of clear if you can notice that. I just feel like there was such a large... I think the game, like, cut out somewhere around this time in the video, and I feel like there was just such a large chunk of the level that was never seen, and I felt terrible about that because... yeah, it's a pretty crazy area of the level to not include or show off, because... yeah, there's like a lot to this place. The very top of the mushroom has 2 golden bananas for Lanky alone, so... alright, now where do I go from here? Yeah, this is kind of... I think I mentioned this either in the Frantic Factory or the Gloomy Galleon videos, but like this is where like the hoops are gonna start becoming more prevalent.
Welcome to bonus
and
day.
Peril Path Panic. Shoot the claptraps to clear the fairies. Path don't think this is the first time I saw this minigame. I actually don't find this minigame as bad as some others do. I think this is one of the easier minigames in the game. I don't know, you basically just kind of gotta get in the pattern of shooting these suits like they kind of do that, and you're generally given a lot of time. I don't think I've ever actually messed any of these minigames up, actually, so... Because, yeah, I didn't miss a single fairy there, and we all know how that went. I guess it's a good thing they give you an easy minigame. It wouldn't make sense if they gave you, like, Beaver Bother or Minecart Mayhem or something at the end of one of those. I think if they gave Beaver Bother at the end of one of those minigames, or at the end of one of those Barrel Blast segments, I think a controller would probably be torn through my TV. Because I don't and have never had kind words for Beaver Bother, so... Yeah, anyways, take note here that there's actually some DK bananas around this area. I actually don't know why or how I remembered that, but I guess it's a good thing I did. I didn't remember this, though, and I'll point this out. I don't even know if you can see it on screen or not here. There's a Kasplat in this area that's, I think, for Tiny, but there's also a... Whoa. I accidentally almost unplugged my headphones. There's a Kasplat there, and you notice it for a split second. There's a balloon in this area for Tiny as well. I don't get that immediately, but it's shown off in a couple of videos' time. That's one of the easiest balloons in the entire game to miss. So, yeah. Switch to Tiny and see what she can do. Also, can I just say the size and consistency is huge? Like, look at the size of this Kasplat. I don't think that they've ever been that big or what. And I know Tiny's a short character, but I don't know. I just find that really inconsistent. Not a terrible thing. I mean, there's no major problem with just how inconsistent with that. There, go back to saying and 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 That was kind of the big thing with this Let's Play. I actually stopped that because I don't think I ever told this story, actually. I stopped that or tried to stop myself from doing it because I was on, like, a Let's Play forum at the time, trying to just, I guess, not advertise, but I guess just kind of get more known in the community, I guess. And I was just, like, on a Let's Player forum at the time. And someone was giving me some constructive advice at one point about, there we go, saying it again. And someone pointed out that I say the word and all that stuff. I apparently say that a lot, and I picked up on that too, and I noticed it a lot during this Let's Play. But I think after this Let's Play, I don't think I've really stuck to it that well. At least I don't think I did anyway. And yeah, it looks like I messed up. This is the first time in a long time I've actually heard that. Wow. I don't know, I feel like I haven't really heard the wah, wah, wah. What is this, the friggin' Dedede in the Kirby anime? I didn't notice that for a long time either, but every time Dedede's just on screen, it always plays, like... I think every character always has, like, a different, like, instrument that plays whenever they're on screen. Like, Meta Knight has, like, Spanish guitars, Corey has, like, a messed up violin thing that always plays. Dedede always just has these horns that just go wah, 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 every time he's on screen. And I don't know why, but I never noticed that when I was younger, and I find that hilarious looking back on it. Anyways, on topic of this golden banana, or this banana barrel, it's not too hard to get to.
Welcome to bonus
Speedy
day.
Swing Sortie? I don't know how that's actually pronounced. This is like one of the few, very few unique minigames. You don't see a whole lot of these swing minigames. So... It's actually probably one of my more favorite minigames, even if it's as straightforward as can be. I don't know, really, like, the very, very beginning of DK64 is pretty nostalgic to me, so seeing kind of the same aesthetic that, like, you know, when you have the rope swinging thing at the very beginning, it kind of reminds me of that. Even though I've seen the beginning of DK64 way more times than I ever should, because of how many times I tried to play this game before actually really getting into it, so... Yeah. Anyways... Switch to, I guess I switched to Chunky, because there's still a lot more. We're probably about a little more than halfway through. I guess you can tell by the time of the video. Yeah, you can tell just sort of how big this area is by how long we've been in here. There's still like a splat in here for Diddy. There's still... Chunky's Kasplat actually is on the outskirts of this area as well. I get that at the end of the video. Or maybe right here, I don't remember. One of these out exits here takes you outside the mushroom to Chunky's Kasplat, but I don't know if it's that one or not. I think it's near the top of the mushroom. Excuse me. Oh, I see how this is laid out now. You actually can't access the higher up areas without the cannon, at least from the inside. And... okay, I switched to Diddy. I know I was gonna go for the Kasplat at some point. Yeah. Unfortunately, we have to keep climbing up a lot. Whee! I also see a lanky balloon there, or do I... No, I don't immediately stop for that. Maybe my attention... This game's probably not for the faint of attention spans, but... And did I just mess my way from getting... No, I didn't, okay. Yeah, there's a splat here. See, that guy's nowhere near as big as the one Tiny had to deal with. So, I don't know why there's just such a weird size discrepancy with those guys, but anyways... I think I head outside for the rest of this. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that's what I do for the rest of the video. Because there's some jetpack stuff, and I think that's like the only real way to get to the top of the mushroom. I know, there was a door at the very top. I don't remember. To be fair, it's been 3 years since I've played this game, so... It does feel strange thinking that it was only 3 years ago when I did this Let's Play. Like, I mean, I guess just to... Well, I said I wasn't going to do any of this self-referential thing, just in case someone was saying it, or watching it in the playlist order and wondering why I'm talking about the Let's Play in past tense. Oh well. Yeah, the area where the chunky balloon was there, that was where his spot was. Anyways, balloon up, or not balloon, barrel up here for Diddy.
Welcome to bonus
And hey,
day.
check it out, it's the other minigame that I don't find nearly as bad as people say it is. Because you pretty much just do this for the entire thing and you never have a problem with it. I don't know, like, I've never, ever had a problem with this minigame. So... Yeah, the keep going message at the very end there. And everyone suddenly saying they want food. Jesus, I feel like, what was I thinking of whenever... I wanted to say Crazy Taxi, but that's not at all the game I was thinking of. I was gonna say there's probably some game like the arcade style or indie game style game where a bunch of people all try and take your orders. I can't remember the name of that game with the chef that, like, you always have to, like, it's better played with friends, and you have to like cook up all the food with that people want. I don't remember. It's that multiplayer cooking game that you always have to work together with. I actually played that for a little bit with one of my cousins last summer, but that's about it. Anyway. Oh, let's play my favorite game. Let's waste homing ammo, because... Yep, this game, for some reason... I think Banjo-Tooie took liberty from this game, in that Banjo-Tooie was the game that let you actually switch between your different kinds of ammo whenever you got those. Because I know Banjo-Tooie came out after this. I think this game was 1999, maybe 98. I'm not actually totally sure, but I think it might have been 99. Anyway, there's that Trough and Scoff door. I think I go there at the very, very end of the world, which was probably even more confusing because some people would probably have wondered why or how I ended up here in the first place, but now you know. Yeah, I decided to go to Lanky here, because Lanky has a bajillion friggin' things that he can do. Like, that's not an understatement. Yeah, that one switch opens 2 doors. So, it's basically 2 for the price of 1. And I lose track of where those doors were immediately. So... I think I'm just spending some time here looking around the area, seeing where those other doors were. I don't think any of these golden bananas are that bad, because I see I only have, like, 7 minutes left of the video, or 8 minutes or something, so... I don't think I got a whole heck of a lot done in the next little while, but... Anyways... Yeah, this is actually a really, really simple thing. As you see, we have the 5 mushrooms, 5 colors, 5 Kongs on the picture. You can bet what we gotta do. DK Diddy Tiny Chunky Lanky. Which is yellow. I said that's yellow. Then red. I'm gonna be honest, I actually would like to see this formula come back in another game sometime. Like, with each of the different characters, I honestly like how all the characters have, like, their own color coding thing. I think it's a kind of minor thing, but I think it's a really nice charm that, personally, I like this game, about this game, so... I know I've been in a few disagreements in more recent years about this game's quality, and I don't think this game's perfect by any means, and I wouldn't even say it's too much nostalgia goggles, because I had this game growing up, but I didn't really make it past that many of the stages for a really long time. I didn't make it past Jungle Japes until I was probably in about 3rd grade. I think I finished Mario Sunshine before I even made it past Jungle Japes in this game. And I sure as heck couldn't have gone for half the collectibles either. I never beat Mad Jack until I was in my teen years. Granted, I guess I beat this game when I was, yeah, I was 15 when I first beat this game. I think I played this on an emulator when I was about 12, and that was around the time I got to Fungi Forest, and then kind of stopped, and then between then and in the next couple years after that, I got an actual cartridge of this game because I found out it wasn't actually very expensive, so yeah. And yeah, I was just scouting the area to see where this other door was. And yeah, you're not like triggering that door there. And sorry for yawning. Here I was just repositioning the camera so it wouldn't have been facing the wrong way here. Anyways. Let's Let's head on through. And did I ever say this was an easy area? Because, yeah, it's a very easy area. Because there's a golden banana. It doesn't even do the animation there, which is kind of fun, weird. And I think that's all this area has. Pretty strange and oddly easy areas. Also, seriously, screw homing ammo. There's one spot in the game that homing ammo is actually relatively good for, but yeah. Anyways, I believe I switched to Chunky here, because this is where his Kasplat is, which you don't need it to be nighttime to get to. You can just jump down here to get it. And that's what I do. I think, or it's in one of these areas. Maybe it's down here. Oh no, there's a door over here for Chunky. What am I thinking? I don't remember this being a whole lot of trouble either. Well, I have more homing ammo. Great, banana metal. Oh, I remember this. Wow, I can't believe this was one of the things that wouldn't have been shown off in the Let's Play. Yeah, this is actually one of my more favorite parts of the game, actually. You gotta get Chunky's face out of this, and yeah. I actually think this is one of the more, like, interesting parts of the game, honestly. So, they're like one of the more clever parts, yeah. I'm also just realizing now how sequential this actually is, and I don't know why I shot that, because that was on the Chunky face. And there we go, golden banana. That's honestly one of my more favorite parts of the game, to tell you the truth. And now you can kind of see why I wanted to go back and show you guys everything this mushroom had to offer, because, yeah, it was jarring to exclude so much of this from the original recording. And yeah, I do go back. I'm like 99% sure this is where the Kasplatable level is, so... yeah, I just had to figure out right where it was. And I was right. And see, again, this guy's like twice the size of Chunky, which is... like, I can understand being bigger than Tiny, but bigger than Chunky is kind of a weird thing. And Chunky also only has 5 missing bananas, and I think they're on the inside of the mushroom, but yeah, I think I said I would worry about coming back for getting those at a later on point, so yeah. Anyways, with all that being said, I'm gonna end it off here pretty shortly, because I don't think there's a whole lot else that happens. I think I get like one more banana bunch for DK, but besides that, there's not much else that really happens in this episode. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. I've been Masterstarman. And yeah, it's been really fun to revisit this one. Yeah, here's where just the 5 bananas were. So yeah, I enjoyed this trip coming back here and re-recording this. So, and we also got another banana medal ahead of doing that too. I believe the next video started off with me falling off a mushroom in the next area. I'll just show the trek getting there. I learned my lesson about not deleting old video files while I was in the process of recording this, because that would have made things a lot simpler had I not done that before, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Donkey Kong 64. I've been Masterstarman, and I will see you guys next time. When next time was recorded several years ago. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.